All right, I'm on page 70. Pelican's singing. Pelican must have had a sweet from the sweet shop that makes him sing. Only got a couple of pages to go. To the pelican I gave a big bag of fishlets. Fishlets, as you probably know, are brought by children who are unable to whistle a tune as they walk along the street, but long to do some things you really wish to do so. They had a splendid effect on the pelican, for after he had put one of them in his beak and chewed it for a while, he suddenly started singing like a nightingale. This made him wildly excited, because pelicans are not songbirds. No pelican has ever been known to whistle a tune before. To the monkey I gave a bag of devil's drenches, those small fiery black sweets that one is not allowed to sell to children under 4 years old. They're too dangerous. When you suck a devil's drencher for a minute or so, you can set your breath alight and blow a huge column of fire 20 feet in the air. The Duke put a match to the monkey's breath and shouted, "Blow, monkey, blow!" And a sheet of orange flame shot up as high as the roof of the grubber house. And it was wonderful. Sounds like a good thing to have on for Guy Fawkes, for fireworks nights. "I've got to leave you now," I said. "I must go and look after my customers in the shop." "We must go too," said the giraffe. "We have 100 windows to clean before dark." I said goodbye to the Duke, and then one by one I said goodbye to my 3 best friends. Suddenly, we all became very quiet and melancholy, and the monkey looked as though he was about to cry as he sang me a little song of farewell. "We have tears in our eyes as we wave goodbye. We so love being with you, we 3. So do please now and then come and see us again, the giraffe, the Pelly, and me. All you do is to look at a page in this book, because that's where we always will be. No book ever ends when it's full of your friends, the giraffe, the Pelly, and me." That's the end of the story. I'm going to tell you some facts about Roald Dahl. I've got a little bit of time. He was 6'5" tall. So think about your ruler, almost 6.5 rulers tall, nearly 2 meters. His nickname at home was Apple, because he was the apple of his mother's eye. When you're the apple of someone's eye, they love you the most. He was a terrible speller. Oh, that's good to know. You can be a terrible speller, but amazing storyteller. He didn't like cats, but he loved dogs, birds, and goats. He once had a tame magpie. A magpie is a black and white bird. He loved taking photos, and when he was 18, he won 2 prizes for photos he took. That's interesting. He also went to boarding school. Here's some information about him. He's written here his name and his birthday and the favorite sounds and musical instruments he plays. This is what he looked like. This is the author. Interesting. This book has all this. He's from Norway, actually, which is up above Russia. This book is quite long. It's got lots of info here. It even has a whole lot of info about the sweets that he made. Oh, and some of the words he made up. I like the way they've set that out. Look, they've written down here, and then they've done subheadings and little captions and illustrations. Maybe one day you can do a poster of all the different sweets in the sweet shop, or you could make up your own crazy names and crazy recipes for sweets. He's made up a lot of stories. He used to write in a hut up in the back of his garden. That was called his writing hut. He said it was nicer than writing inside. And we know Well, you might know that the illustrator of most of Roald Dahl's books was a man called Quentin Blake. Quentin Blake. And Roald Dahl said he was the finest illustrator of all times. I hope you enjoyed that. You should look for some more Roald Dahl books. Maybe Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And read them over the holidays. Maybe Mum and Dad can read them to you.